welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be a look on this makeup look right here. I'm going to show you guys my go-to makeup look, the products that I use. These are products I've been using for a while now, and it's pretty much my look that I go to whenever I go out, and it doesn't take me that long. It's about 3 eyeshadows, and I go to this look whenever I know I want to be snatched, and I just know it works out for me. So if I don't have time to like create something like amazing with a bunch of colors and stuff, this is the look I go for because I know it looks good on me. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how to get this look, then please keep on watching. Alrighty guys, to start off, we're going to go ahead and prime our face. This is the NXN's Flash Matte Perfecting Primer. This is a silicone based primer, so it really helps to fill in all my pores. Alright, foundation. Let's talk about this foundation. This is a 24-hour Super Stay foundation from Maybelline, and right here I'm just showing you guys some of the acne I have and how well this foundation covers this acne. This is from the drugstore, and I believe it was only like $10, and I'm literally obsessed with it. If you have not tried it, you need to go to your local drugstore, wherever, Target, Walgreens, CVS, wherever you have Maybelline products, because it is bomb.com. This foundation is not matte or dewy, but it's super full coverage. Like literally, I love it so much to the point where I almost prefer it over some of my high-end foundations. All right, so let's do a comparison. No foundation, foundation. No foundation, foundation. Yes. Thing I will say is, you know, if you have oily skin, obviously your oils do come through, but I would definitely just recommend like a mattifying primer before putting this on, and then using a really good translucent powder. But overall, for the price and the coverage of this foundation, I don't even mind that at all, because it's that good. Like, it just sits on the face so beautifully, and yeah, come on, I mean, look at that. Moving right along to concealer, this is the Maybelline Age Rewind, another Maybelline product that is super good. I love this one. It's super full coverage, and I usually get like 1 to 2, actually like 3 shades lighter than my skin tone, because I really like to highlight the areas under my eyes, on my forehead, and on my chin. And I find this concealer doesn't really crease that much, but it still gives me that full coverage look. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out with my beauty blender. To contour, I'm going to be using this Morphe concealer palette. I like to take the darkest shade in this palette, and I usually use like a flat top kabuki type of brush, and I just go ahead and apply that to the hollows of my cheeks, on my forehead, as well as, you know, the jawline, to get rid of that double chin area, or at least to make an effect that I'm getting rid of my double chin. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just speed through this process. To blend all that out, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild flat top foundation brush. This brush is really good. It's only a few dollars, and it literally replaced my Morphe M439, which was like my old go-to foundation brush, but I actually use this one all the time now, and it's super cheap, so I highly recommend. To set and bake the areas where I just placed the concealer, I use this Airspun loose powder. I take my sponge and dip it in the powder, and I place it all over the concealer. This helps to prevent any creasing, any lines to peek through, and really gets rid of all that oil. Moving right along to brows, this is NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is one of my favorite brow pencils because it's super cheap, and I like how fine the tip is. It really allows me to get a precise brow shape. I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this process because it's kind of the longest part of my makeup routine, but I just like to lightly feather in the front of my brow, and then I'll go darker towards the tails. For the eyes, I'll be taking the infamous Morphe 350 palette. This is definitely a staple in my makeup. I always take that orange color as a transition color. It really goes well with my skin tone, and it helps me blend seamlessly all the other colors together. You need to have a good transition shade when it comes to applying your makeup. Even if it's just a couple shadows that you'll be using, a transition shade is key. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking that orange shade and I'm going to be applying it into my crease. To deepen up the crease just a little bit, I'm going to be taking a tapered blending brush and this reddish burnt brick color. Using a tapered blending brush is really going to help me focus the concentration in the crease, whereas using a fluffy blending brush like I did in the previous clip helps you disperse the product. By using the tapered one, you're really going to be getting in there and concentrating it in the area that you need to, which is going to help us deepen up the crease and really give us that nice flow of colors. Okay, taking the last and final color, we're going to be taking this dark brown shade here. Notice that we slowly started to build up on the colors. We started off with the orange, then went to a brownish red, and now we're doing the deepest brown. This is really going to help us to transition all the colors together, and I'm going to be placing this dark brown color into the outer V. Okay, so I lied. We're gonna take this flat shader brush and take one more color. We're gonna be taking this white matte shade and place it all over the lid, because when we were blending out all the browns, we kind of lost color in that area. We wanna brighten it up, and this white is gonna help us do that. Moving on to liner, I'm going to be taking this NYX liquid black liner. I know in the past, and I think it was like in my first YouTube video on this channel, I talked about the NYC liner and how it was like my holy grail, and no other liner could ever replace it, but sadly that one does not exist anymore. And so now I use this one, the NYX liquid black liner. They're really similar, and actually this one's really black, like blacker than the one that I ever mentioned in the first one. So trust me on this one, you gotta go get it. And I'm just going to be doing a simple wing, nothing too fancy, nothing extra, just a small, simple wing. For my bottom lash line, I like to take a brown reddish liner from ColourPop instead of using a black liner, because it actually is not as harsh as using a black liner. And what I'll do is I'll put this directly into my waterline, and then I'll take a similar color from the 350 palette, it's like a brown red, and I'll go underneath and smoke it out. Basically, this gives us a nice brown smoky effect instead of having such black or like harsh colors on the bottom line, and it also pairs well with the brown smokiness we have going on top of our eyelid. My inner corner highlight is going to be nothing other than the MAC Nylon. I've been using this one forever, and it really is one of my favorites to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. Time to apply some lashes. These are the Ardell Glamour Wispies. I really like these because they're pretty full but also lightweight at the same time, so they're perfect for like an everyday type of wear but also being extra at the same time. And no matter how much I practice or how many times I put on lashes, I still struggle to put on lashes. Okay, so this step is key. If you just applied your lashes and you're also wearing a wing liner, you need to go over it with the black liquid liner again, because you don't want to have your line to be uneven, and it also helps to cover up that lash band. And don't forget your top waterline. Last step for the eyes is mascara. This is the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit, and yo, if you have not tried this out, you need to. I really love it. It's one of their newest mascaras, and all I gotta say is the hype is real on this one. For my highlight, I'm going to show you guys my go-to combination. I take Wisp from ColourPop and then Estee Lauder's Heat Wave. The reason I use this combination, I'll use Wisp first because it's more of like a cream type of highlight, and this creates a really nice base for that like extra pop. You know me, if you do know me, I love my highlighters to be popping. Like, it has to be seen from outer space. So what I'll do is I'll put the cream foundation first, and then I'll go in with Estee Lauder Heat Wave, which is a powder highlight, and it really just gives that extra pop that you need. Like, girl, look at this. Bam. So this is like my go-to, pretty much what I use all the time. I like more of golden highlights, not really like white highlights, because it looks better on my skin tone. For my blush, I always use Milani's Rose d'Oro. This is a nice baked blush, so it gives it a nice sheen to the cheeks. Last but not least, the lips. I'm going to show you guys my go-to nude combination. First, I'll take a lip liner. This one here is from Kylie Cosmetics in the color Brown Sugar. This is my favorite lip liner. I need to get a new one because this one's almost done, but it's perfect for me because it's more like a brown nude, so it really suits like my skin tone very well. So what I'll do is I'll line my lips and then I'll go ahead and fill it in as well. And then on top of that, I take Anastasia's Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood is the color. This is more of like a muted pinkish nude, but the reason I put this on top is to kind of lighten up that brownness and make it more nude. But if I were to use the pink nude on its own, it's way too light for me, so this combination is perfect together. So you can leave it like this, which is like a matte option, but what I like to do to spice it up is to add a gloss. So this one is just I think Mariah Carey's collection from MAC, and it has a lot of shimmer in it, so it's perfect, and it really just gives like the perfect nude glowy lips. I freaking love it. You guys need to try it. Alright dolls, that completes this video. Thank you so much for supporting and watching my videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.